Hey, John.
Hey, Greg.
So this week we have Chris of C&M Floors in Hoboken. You got this interview after we met Chris while doing another interview. How'd it go?
Yeah, we found Chris at a restaurant eating a cheesesteak, and I forget why we started talking to him, but it's immediately clear that this guy is an interesting guy to talk to. So I learned a little bit about his story. He comes from Trinidad. He came over illegally originally under a different name. He basically just changed the name on his passport, came to the States. He said he could never do that nowadays post 9/11, but he came over in the 80s. He started off doing the only thing he knew how to do, which is flooring, and he was making $40 a day right outside of New York in Hoboken.
Yeah.
$40 a day. He said that $40 a day, and he would have to share that with his family back home. He said that what he would do is he would go to these delis that served a lot of meat in their sandwiches, and he would buy a sandwich that had a lot of meat because he would take that sandwich home, pull half the meat out for a sandwich the next day, and that would be his dinner. But he would buy a $2 sandwich and make it last 2 days. That's how rough it was for 7 years, where he finally worked his way up to $80 a day after 7 years. But what really changed for him is he eventually got his green card. He became a legal citizen, and then he started his business, which was, C&M Flooring. What was striking is that, after the interview, we got to talking, and he really appreciates the American way of life. And those are his words, not mine. One day he wants to go back to Trinidad, but he really appreciates the fact that he thinks that a lot of stuff that he's been able to do really are kind of, quote unquote, only in America, which is interesting to hear because, when we do these episodes, we talk a lot, Craig, you and I, we talk about kind of, well, can you do this today?
Yeah.
We ask that question to most of the folks. Mm-hmm. And, the answer is always mixed. Mm-hmm. And I wonder sometimes, well, are we different now than we were 30 years ago or so, or 40
even
years ago?
15 years ago in a lot of places, yeah.
Even 15 years ago. And Chris really does think that, this, what we have here, I suppose, in this country is special. And he really appreciates that, which is nice to hear.
Yeah. Chris is a true example of starting from the absolute bottom and just getting it done. And totally unapologetic about it too, which is awesome. Yeah. Yeah, totally. And I think one of the common threads in all of these interviews is these people are personalities and people are drawn to them. And so Chris is talking about getting started working for someone else and realizing that he is of tremendous importance to the company and he is making deals. And I think a part of that, when that clicked for him, he was like, you know what, I can do this. I can do it on my own. And so that element of him is just, it's really powerful. And he's such a fun guy to hang out with.
Absolutely. Yeah. Let's take a listen.
$8 million businesses around the world use MailChimp to send email newsletters. We are one of them. It's super easy. Even John can do it. So go to MailChimp.com and sign up. It's great.
How I got started? Well, I was working for somebody, doing floors. I was doing floors for somebody, and then I just get fed up of working for somebody, and I want to work for myself.
Yeah.
So pretty much in 97.
Yeah.
I started pretty much in 97, working for myself in 97, yeah.
And what did you do to get started?
I beg and I borrow. What I did was I just get fed up of being the man in somebody else's company, because I was pretty much the person everybody wanted to deal with and everybody wanted to talk to and say, well, pay. It's like my boss would say, hey, Chris, you think you could call John and get some money for me because I need to get paid on the job? And then they wouldn't pay him, but they would pay me.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah, and then, coming from where I come from, Trinidad, I was working for $80 a day, doing the job of an owner.
You're working for $80 a day here?
Yeah, $80 because I didn't have, when you come from outside, you don't have papers and all kind of things, so you're pretty much...
You just have the mercy of that.
Yeah, the mercy of whoever you work for, and then you had to work, because you need to sustain. And I had a daughter, so I'm working for $80 a day. I mean, that's a lot of money, but wasn't cutting it for me,
Doesn't sound like enough.
Yeah, well...
especially around here,
Well, you see, back in 97 around here wasn't like it is today.
Okay.
Where you could afford to say, like me, I can't live on $80 a day here. I can't live in
I don't
this.
think so. I don't think they're allowed to pay you $80 a day nowadays.
Well, people still make $80 a day here.
Okay.
But that's, like people without papers and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much where it is.
Yeah.
But as they call it, undocumented workers,
Yeah.
you still could take a chance and pay them that.
Yeah.
But back in the days, I was one of them.
Were you undocumented?
Yeah, I was, because
Yeah.
I pretty much, when I come out of Trinidad, I didn't have no papers and thing, so I was here just dodging and call it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did you move from Trinidad?
1990.
Okay, so you spent 7 years or so.
Yeah, I spent 7 years working for the same guy.
No way.
Yeah, because man used to pay me $40 a day, right? And he used to tell me, he used to say, don't spend all of this in one place, you know what I'm saying? And I used to look at this fucking guy, and I used to say, this fucking guy,
Dude,
$40 a day.
You could spend that on parking here in like an hour, my God.
And I used to say to myself, boy, I gotta work hard, and it was cold, because I came here February 1990,
Yeah.
and it was cold, and then I started working and thing, and he used to give me that $200 a week and thing, and I used to say to myself, man, fuck am I gonna do with this money? And it was the hardest. It was the hardest thing for me to do was to spend $200. I couldn't figure out how to spend it,
What do you mean? Like you couldn't figure out the number?
Well, I couldn't figure out how to spend $200 and make it work.
Oh, and make it work, right?
Yeah, because I had
lots of ways to spend it.
Yeah, well, it had a lot of ways to spend $200, but me coming from Trinidad,
Yeah.
I had to pay rent.
Yeah.
I had to buy food because it was me alone. You know what I mean? And I still had to send home money because I had a brother and sister who was still kind of dependent on me back home.
Jeez.
So I had to send like $50 home every week.
Jeez.
So you're talking about $200
For 3 people.
for 3 people, you know what I'm saying? And then I had to give my aunt, I was living at her house, and I had to give her $50 every week.
Okay. For rent.
Yeah, so it was $50. So, you know what I'm saying? So I would sit down and try to figure out, how the fuck I going to spend this money, you know what I'm saying? And I needed a winter coat, I needed shit, because...
Yeah, I mean, 1997, I guess is cheaper, but, you're still paying $50, $100
No, that was in 1990.
Okay.
That was 1990, you know what I'm saying? But it was... I mean, it had places around here where you could go and get a meal for like $2 and stuff,
Yeah,
like if you go up in the hill, Union City, I'm thinking, what's your age?
27.
So you were 7 years old.
I was 2 when you got here.
Yeah, you was 2 years. Yeah, hell yeah, you was 2 years old when I came here. So yeah, but we had places where you could have make, you know what I mean?
Okay.
You could have make, there's a place on Washington Street where I used to get 2 sandwiches out of one.
Yeah.
You know Bianca Mano?
Yeah.
Well, that was my spot for lunch, you know what I'm saying? So I would get a sandwich there for lunch, and I would get meat for tomorrow morning for breakfast.
They have huge sandwiches. You could have a sandwich and eat it for 3 days.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. So that's what I used to do because it was just too much meat.
Yeah.
But I used to get meat from a sandwich in the morning. So it was one of them kind of crazy situation for me, man. And I just, I had to hold on. I had to get up every morning and go and do that.
Right.
Because I didn't have a choice,
Right.
Because all I could do, I didn't have a trade when I come out of Trinidad.
Yeah.
So coming out of Trinidad, the first thing I hold on to was floors.
Yeah.
And I decided to do it, you know what I mean? And it was easy. You know what I'm saying? It was easy because I know how to work.
Yeah.
So doing floors was easy. Everybody says it's hard, but it was easy for me because I could have work,
Yeah.
So I did it, you know what I mean? And I just get fed up one day and say, but look, you know what I'm saying? And we get me up to $80 after 7 years.
Jeez.
And then I say, it's like, why are you doing this for this man? You know what I'm saying? And I just bounce one day, I tell him, look, I leaving, you know what I'm saying? And that was another hard thing to do, because I left a job to go out and work on my own. And it worked out.
Yeah.
Because Hoboken was one of them kind of towns where the people like you.
Huh.
They would take care of you. You see, like by party there, you was at Piccolo's. That's like a social club there. You know what I'm
I
saying?
saw it, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And once they like you and you're honest with them, they would help you.
So were you able to take a lot of the customers that you worked with at your previous gig?
Everything.
Okay.
Everything
How
because he.
How'd your boss feel about that?
Well, you know what? I wasn't gonna do it, you know.
Right.
But then he called me because when I tell him I quit the day I tell him I quit, you know, because I asked him, I say, look, give me something, you know what I mean? Make my partner do something for me because this ain't working, you know what I mean? Saying I'm working here, you driving around and you vacationing and I'm the one doing all the running and all the noise making, you know.
Yeah.
So I tell him, I say, do something for me, you know what I'm saying? I got a kid, which was my daughter who just walked out there. She was she probably was around maybe 2 or 3 years old then, you know. So I tell him, I say, man, do something for me because $80 ain't cutting it.
Yeah.
So he said, nah, he can't this. So I tell him, like, I quit, you know. So he said, what you going to do? I said, I'm going to open up a business. So he said, well, where you going to open up that business? I said, in Tongue. He said, you can't open a business in Tongue. I said, why?
Did you tell him it was to be a flooring business?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, well, he know because he know that I was good at it. You know, I teach him to do floors.
Yeah.
Because he hired me, but he didn't know how to do floors. And I learned how to do it. And then I pretty much was showing him or doing shit for him, you know. But I told him I was going to First Street and open my business. And because he's on 14th, so I tell him I would go down to First to have enough business here, you know.
Okay.
So he said, okay. And then I wasn't going to interfere with him. I was going to leave him alone. I was going to try to get my own because it had a lot of clientele, you know. This is America.
Okay.
This is a big ass place, you know what I'm saying? It ain't got a little bit of work here, you know. You could
a lot
have
of flooring companies, though.
Man, you could have like about 10 bakeries in this town and all of them is gonna make money.
Yeah, tell that to the bakeries, but yeah.
Yeah, but they don't think so, you know what I'm saying? But they're gonna make money, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel, you know. So I did that. But he called me up like late in the night when it's sinking that he lose a good man, you know. He called me up and he started talking and thing, and I tell him, I say, look, man, you know, I really done, you know, I done with this. So he started talking to me and then he tell me if I go to his customers, he gonna have to. So I say, you're gonna have to do what? But I know what he was talking about, you know. So he threatened me, you know. Yeah. So I tell him, I say, what are you gonna do? He say, don't worry about it, you know what I'm saying? I say, you want me to tell you what you're gonna do? He say, yeah, tell me. I say, you're gonna call immigration for me. You know, but he didn't know I'd get my papers.
Were you still undocumented at this point?
No, in 1997, I got my papers and stuff. You know what I mean? I got my green card and I got everything in that. That's why I was able to quit and go on my own because I couldn't do that because, you know what I'm saying? So him telling me that, threatening me that kind of way. So I tell him, I say, listen, all bets is off. You know what I mean? I go in after every job and I talking to everybody you have in this tongue here and letting them know I'm on my own.
So it was cutthroat once he kind of threatened
well,
you
he threatened me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was going to be nice about it, you know, because I like the guy.
Right.
He wasn't a bad guy, you know what I'm saying?
Is he still in business?
Yeah, he's still there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you know.
But, I mean, I feel like a reason that a lot of folks would kind of stay in a job like that is because that you're not given enough money to save to, like, survive for the time it takes to get clients and to just buy the materials and stuff like that. So what'd you do to get your business started?
This is what I'm telling you. You know what I mean? In Tongue here, this Tongue, be honest with you, man, they helped me, man, because I remember when I first started, there was a guy looking for me, and I keep hiding from him, you know, and because he was looking for me because he had this big building down there, but I couldn't handle that.
Okay.
It was like he had like half a block. It was like a lot of square footage, you know. Yeah. And it was just me and one guy, and I really couldn't handle it. So every time somebody tell me looking for me, I would kind of shift, and I wouldn't go and look for him because I couldn't do it, you know. Mm-hmm. So one day I was doing a small job, and he walked in and he told me, he said, "What the fuck, you're hiding from me or something?" I said, "No." I said, "I was gonna come and see you tomorrow," you know. But he brought me in, and he and his father kind of give me all the money I needed to buy my equipment and get a vehicle and do all what I needed to do to get started, you know.
In return for what?
Well, for doing the job. Okay. They didn't really give me the money, you know. What he did was he front me the money from the job. So like the job was like about 50-something thousand, close to 60,000 square feet a job, you know. Okay. And I think we was charging him like around them times we was charging like about $450 a square foot to do the job. So
can you do the math for me on that?
Well, 450 on 50-60,000 square feet. You're talking about what, 4/6, so like about $200 and close to $300,000 it was, you know.
Okay, wow.
So he
it's a big project.
Yeah, it was big. Yeah. So he kind of front everything. He paid for everything, you know what I'm saying, bought my tools, he paid my guys, you know what I'm saying, because I went and he tell me what to do, you know. I tell him, I say, I ain't got no guys. He said, well, go by Lorenzo and get some guys.
And he just because he liked you that much, he's just like, you know what, this guy can do it.
No, well, he knew because I used to do all the work for him when I was working for Lorenzo.
Yeah.
I used to be the one he would call and get his shit done, you know.
And was he paying you the same price as he would pay Lorenzo? Or did you give him a deal? Because I mean,
no, well, it was about the same price.
Wow.
It was about the same price because it was just material and labor. You know what I'm saying? We had a set price for labor around here because he was dealing with the Italians and he was dealing with people who know. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know, but they figure this is what they should pay. So he kind of put everything together for me and that was it, you know. And then I just took off from there, you know.
But did you know when you started off, when you left your previous employer, that you would get a job like this would allow you to grow? Because you must have been sweating bullets being like, well, I haven't saved enough money to buy the materials and to hire my first person and to live at the same time.
Yeah, I was scared.
Yeah,
I was scared because I had a daughter and I just bought a brand new truck too, you know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just bought a brand new truck, so I had my daughter. I had a truck payment. It was hard. It was hard.
Definitely.
Yeah, it was hard, you know. And then things worked out, you know, because in Tongue here, like I tell you, they would help you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And people would make sure you do good. They just don't want you to go too far ahead of them, you know.
Yeah.
So they would make sure you, make sure you do good. But all in all, it's a good place to be. You know what I'm saying? And I'm kind of glad that I landed here back in 1990 and didn't go somewhere else. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a good tongue to be in. You know?
Okay. Yeah. So what year did you get this big? You said $300 and some $1,000 project.
That was back in 97.
Okay, so the first year.
The first year, that was the first year. That was my first job. Not first job, but my first major job, and that kind of pushed me out there, you know.
Okay, and what was like a typical job size for you back then? 2 guys?
Nah, well, when I after that job, Hoboken started flying like real crazy from 97 go up, you know. So after that, I was pretty much doing almost everything around here. So I had up to like about 12 guys working for me at one time. Okay. And then, you know, as time go on, I start to realize where the jobs get bigger. Yeah. And instead of me having to pay guys, because it was taking too long with me paying day pays. Yeah. Guys every day pay a guy a day pay to do a job, you know. Okay, yeah. So we started looking for subcontractors to do the work. Okay. So like after 2 years, we was subbing everything out because it was too much work for us to handle in-house.
So over the course of roughly 2 years, from 97 to 99, you grew to 12 guys in-house, more or less?
From the first part of 97 to 2 years after that, we grew to that kind of guy. But then we broke it down where we just end up with 5 guys on salary every day. Yeah. And then be using subcontractors. Okay. So we had companies that used to come in and we would give them whatever dollar they asked for, whatever cent they asked for to install the floors. We would pay subcontractors to do it, you know.
Okay. And how did that work? Did you know these guys previously?
Well, no. I didn't know them, but they proved themselves, you know what I mean? They walk in and tell me what they could do. And
so what, you like start them on like a small job to make sure they're good?
No, I threw them in the deep end early, you know, because that was where I wanted to go, you know. Yeah. I didn't want to stay doing small jobs and thing no more, you know, because I kind of like the fact that, you know, the small jobs was just like something like this here. Yeah. Which is like a regular home, but the bigger jobs was doing the whole block.
And that's where the money is?
Yeah, well, yeah. It's where the money is.
Do you remember kind of what your revenue was in 99 when you made this shift from in-house salaried guys to contract? Pulling in.
Well, I'll be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? Like when I used to work, when I used to do work and I used to do small jobs, I had more money in the bank. Yeah. But I didn't have the worth that I have now. Right. Or I didn't have, because, you know what I'm saying, I have a little worth now. But I always had money in the bank when I was doing small jobs that I getting paid every week or every day.
Interesting.
But now that I started doing the bigger jobs where it's into the millions, as they would call it, we don't have no money.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You're growing.
Well, we're growing good. We good. Yeah. Be honest with you, we don't. We not broke or anything. You know what I'm saying? Right. But we have like we own this, we
Yeah.
own a couple other pieces here and there, and we have worth, you know.
So it sounds like
Mm-hmm.
you wanted to grow the. There was just too much growth for you to handle with your guys in house and grow
In-house.
that team
So,
out.
yeah,
You spend all
so-
your time managing those guys. So you shifted this contracting model.
Yes.
And the margins, however, even though you're doing more business, the margins are just smaller.
It's a little smaller, but
Okay.
it's good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we don't work as hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because most of the time, most of the jobs we do today, we just get the job.
Yeah.
And we might spend, if we work on that building, let's say we work on that building for 3 months.
Yeah.
With the most we might go to that building is, let's say in 3 months we might go there 12 days. Me personally.
Yeah.
You know, my guys would be there for 3 months, my subs, but I would be there just maybe 12 days, if so much.
Okay.
Or if something happened and they call me in and I got to go to a meeting or something, then I'll be there. But hardly would we go to the job every day, you know.
And how do you remain kind of the face of the business in terms of your pricing and, you know, communicating through you if you're working with all these subcontractors?
No, well, the thing is, around here, in order for you to, you got to qualify to work in some of them buildings. You got to have the insurance.
Yeah.
You got to have the ability to take a job for, let's say, $1 million and pull through without harassing the, let's say, the owner of the job or the general contractor. So there's not too much of guys around here that could take a job that magnitude and follow through. So that's what keep us busy, because we could afford insurance and we have credit.
Yeah. I mean, your value must be more than just holding insurance. Where do you provide kind of the value on the job? Are you able to work with your contractors and say, like, you know, you got to stay out of these guys' way on this day, and you kind of do those negotiations?
Well, pretty much, you know, most jobs is done pretty much in stages.
Yeah.
Like they would do. We are the last people in on the job, believe it or not. Not last, but almost the last person.
That
because,
makes sense.
Yeah, because the floors is just
Floor's
the last
got to look
thing.
nice. You don't want to muck them up with all that construction.
So we pretty much would be the last guys to go in. Sometimes we the wrong. I don't like being last because that's the end of the money. You know
That's
what I'm
true.
saying? That's the end of the
Everyone's run out
money.
at that point, yeah.
So we always the last guys, but because that's where the money always down to the end with the last guys, and I'm always the last guy.
So
you know?
funny story. My wife will hate that I'm telling you this story, but I got married, like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
A year and a half ago. Yeah, a year and a half ago. And, you know, you set aside a budget for getting married and stuff, and like you spend that money and stuff, and you know, bought the engagement ring was first. Engagement ring is great, wonderful, had plenty of money. You start paying for wedding stuff, and you know, whittle it down. The last thing we ended up buying was the actual wedding band itself. Yeah. And by the time we were down to that wedding band, long story short, there was very little left.
You didn't get a good one.
So it was fine, but I mean, I know the feeling of budgeting in the beginning and then budgeting at the end. Yeah, it's tough.
So we're the last guys, you know what I'm saying? And well, they always beat us up because we still the last guys in the bidding and in the everything, you know.
Yeah.
But the way the jobs is run today, you know, they got a lot of smart people doing this thing now. You know, it's not like back in the days where you have the general contractor would be somebody, you know what I mean, just local. But the guys and them who doing this today is like college graduates, man. I'm being honest with you, you know what I'm saying? Because some of them, you know, they know paper and they know how to regulate and how to get everything done, but they don't know like how to lay floors, or they don't know how to hang a door.
That's funny.
But they're very smart people and they know how to organize. So they organize this stuff good. So we don't have no problem staying out. So pretty much if I take material from my suppliers and I tell them I could pay them in 30 days, they allow you to get yourself ready and running and doing work and putting it down and getting it out of the way and able to get money in 30 days. So we do it.
Cool.
Yeah, we do it. And then, you know, we have the only thing that didn't change for us in this business was the suppliers.
Are you have the same supplier throughout?
Same, yeah, because the mills and them and the suppliers and them, because I had the same salesman from 25 years ago.
No way.
Yeah, I have the same guy, and I work with him. I work with him royally every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Where's your supplier?
I have one out of Pompton Plains here in Patriot, a company called Patriot. Your people,
Okay.
yeah.
I was trying to get the connection. Yeah, New England Patriot.
Yeah, well,
Sure.
Patriot. Yeah, but they've been around for not a long time, but they just branched from a company that was there, and all the old people stayed, and I kept my salesman the same, you know.
Nice.
But,
What does a good project look for you guys nowadays?
a good project,
Yeah.
and I'd say like about 150,000 square feet, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good project, yeah.
You still doing it $450 a square foot? It's gotta be
No,
more than that now.
well. Be honest with you, it's there.
Yeah.
It's still there.
Yeah.
Sometimes because of the kind of material they're using.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Because of the material they're using, they're not using solids no more. They're using engineered. So
right.
the market is not like a solid. Like this is a solid we standing on here, and the engineered is something they make in a factory. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a little cheaper. It's a little more expensive, but because of the volume we doing, we don't shop like where you would go and shop for floors. You know, we have guys who sell us direct from the mill.
Okay.
So instead of we paying like about $6 for it, we could pay $3 for it, you know, because we buy in volume.
Right.
And it don't have nobody in between us but the salesman.
Yeah. And then you can do a job for like $5 a square foot, or
Yeah, like $5. Yeah, but $5 a square foot, we making money, you know.
oh, really? That's a good job. For
Yeah,
you.
that's a
Okay.
good job, you know what I'm saying? We making money.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, we making money. I mean, it didn't.
So
It didn't. It's not like long time ago where, you know what I'm saying, where we would pay $5, charge $5, but the material was cheaper.
interesting.
Yeah, the material was a lot cheaper 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So if we charge $5 on a job like that, like 150,000 square feet, we making money.
Right.
20 years ago,
Yeah.
we was making money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but today it's volume. We have more volume today.
Right. So how does the cost break down? Is it mostly in the materials, the labor?
The materials.
Materials.
Yeah, the materials is the costly one. You know, I mean, the labor is cheap. You know, because you're doing volume.
Yeah. Do you still do the small jobs, like
Yeah, I do.
a couple hundred square feet? Or,
Yeah, I do because that's pretty much that's what feed you. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where you get money to spend every day, and then you can't throw them people away, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep, because that's when you deal with people, you know. Mm-hmm. This is when you deal with people when you're doing small jobs like this, and then big jobs you don't deal with people.
It's a good point.
Yeah,
that's how you get into those big jobs.
Nah, you deal with some kind of corporation, like it doesn't even see who's the owner. You don't know who you're working for, so you don't even get a thanks and say, well, good job.
Shit.
Nah. So, but with these jobs, you gotta keep them, and that kind of keep your name out there, and it keep you honest too, you know.
Fair.
Yeah, because you're dealing with people now, you know what I'm saying? You're meeting people who are appreciating. And we kind of like to be appreciated too, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because on them big jobs, they don't allow you to put your name up there, and they're not going to tell the homeowners who did the floors.
Yeah.
You know, they could have 1 million people living in that building, and none of them ain't gonna know you did floors in that building.
You know what's nice about being flooring though? Yes, you get in the crap end of things because you're in there last, but once you put the floors in, then it's a building. Then it looks nice. I mean, you're kind of like the.
No, we're the best thing in the building.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're the best. Always. The first thing you see when you go in a building is the floors. When you go to buy your condo, do you buy a condo in Hoboken?
Oh, I'm gonna buy my condo when I win the lottery.
But the first thing people look at is the floors.
Yeah, true.
And then they look at the kitchen and the bathroom.
That's the truth.
They go to the kitchen and then they go to the bathroom.
Yep.
They don't even care. Well, they don't have no insulation behind the walls and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? They only care that the floors is nice and the kitchen and the bathroom is nice, and the walls is just, it have to have walls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get back to the numbers real quick. What percentage of the cost of a project goes into just the materials?
Well, it's a little bit more than 50%, you know. Let's say like about 60%.
Wow.
Yeah, because it could be like about 60 or 65% of the whatever the job we do and goes into material, you know.
Yeah. And then it's labor, insurance, transportation, overhead.
Yeah. So it's like that, because like I tell you, you know, today I don't even know how to say it, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know how to say if it's, all I know is we're doing a lot of work.
Yeah.
But we just got to work a little harder and we got to push and we got to do bigger jobs in order to make the money that we was making 20 years ago.
How do you get those bigger jobs?
Yeah, but most of the jobs we do, big ones, is just referrals.
Yeah. Competition's got to be pretty fierce, though.
It is.
I mean,
It is.
It's mostly your material, so everyone kind of knows what range you're
Well,
in if you're a big company.
Well, you know, what I tell you too, what it is too, you know what I'm saying? You see, I don't really have that much overhead.
Yeah.
Like some of them other companies who does union work and who have these big warehouses and they have a staff like, you know, they have a staff like one of them companies on Wall Street.
Yeah.
So we don't have all of that.
Right.
You know, we do all the bidding the same way, but we don't have overheads like other people. So when other people had to charge $6, I could charge $5.
Yeah.
Because I don't have to pay, you know what I'm saying? And and in a sort of way, I get materials and things a little cheaper than a lot of people.
Yeah, you keep it lean.
Yeah.
Will you say how you guys did last year?
Oh, we did good, man. We did super last year. Now we had a good year, man.
Yeah.
I ain't count and see how much we made last year, you know what I'm saying? But we had a stellar year, you know what I'm saying? First time I used that word, you know, stellar.
Stellar.
No, I hear those guys just say that sometime, you know, but we had one of them years, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't work in 14.
Okay.
I built this house in 14.
Yeah.
So I kind of, you know, I probably made like about maybe 400,000 in 14 because I didn't really go out and pound the pavement or do any kind of thing for work because I stayed here and I built this house because this took my year to build, you know.
Yeah.
But
so 15
I decided January, February, March. 15 in March I said I gotta stop, and I just stopped working on this and I went back to work.
Okay.
And it was a good year, you know, because I landed a lot of good jobs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I made a lot of money last year, man. I did good.
It's good.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
It was good. It was good, you know, for us being in a recession because every first thing people tell you is, boy, I can't spend that kind of money, you know, we in a recession. Fuck that recession. We in a recession, you know. I think recession is a word the politicians and them just use, you know. I ain't figure out that word yet, you know.
Oh man, let's not get too into it, but we've been in a recession since 2007 now.
So we've been in a recession then?
Yeah, like what the hell? Like
I don't know what they're saying, but I don't think we've been in a recession because I did all right. Be honest with you, you know.
Congrats.
We did. Yeah, we was blessed last year.
Yeah.
And this year started fairly good too, you know. But we're not going to do as good as last year.
Yeah.
But
how do you pay yourself?
homie,
Yeah.
I don't pay myself, man. I mean, I could pay myself. I could pay myself really good, you know.
We're not talking numbers about you personally, just like the mechanics of it. You know, you bring in money. Do you pay yourself a salary? Do you pay yourself if you guys are doing well or bonus, that kind of thing?
I live good.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I live good. You see my car's downstairs?
Yeah, there's a nice truck.
Yeah. Well, what about the car? You didn't see the car?
I didn't see the car, no.
Yeah, I got a nice Benz down there.
No way.
Yeah. No, I live good. I live good. I don't. I take money when I need it.
Okay.
I need money. I take money.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't take a salary because I have myself down for a salary, but I don't ever cash the damn check. You know.
Oh no way.
Yeah, I don't ever cash the check. I just, if I need something, I need a pair of shoes or I need something, I get it. I buy it and the company pay for it. You know, I need a car, I buy it, the company pay for it.
Yeah.
You know, I need to go on a vacation.
You pay for your kids to go to
my
college?
kids want to go to school,
like,
you know what I'm saying? The company will pay for it and they go, you know. So
what kind of a company? You have an LLC or a corporation?
a corp, S chapter.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You guys could be around for the next 20 years?
Well, I ain't going nowhere, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm telling you. See, with me, like right now, with me not having nothing to do. I mean, we have little things to do, right? We working, doing floors, small jobs. We consider a big job, you know, where we could be making like every week we could get 100 and something thousand. Every month, every 30 days we could get 100 and something $1,000 out for a job. One job here, another one here. We could be paid. So at the end of the month, we probably pull in like $300,000-$400,000.
Yeah.
That's what we consider working.
Mm-hmm.
But like right now where we at, we not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But we surviving. We making money. I don't have no overheads, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have one of them businesses where I don't really have to get up every morning and go out there. You know what I'm saying?
And I mean, the big reason why we do this podcast, Chris, is because, you know, we graduated from college, me and Craig, we graduated from expensive school. I went with a lot of smart kids that all want to be successful, quote unquote. I've got the finger quotes going on right now. And they all leave school, at least for the business school where I went, and they all either go into finance or they go into tech startups. Yeah. Because they can see that, well, if I go into finance, I'll make six figures. And if I go into tech startup, I'll be the next Zuckerberg and be worth $1 billion. Yeah. And that's not always the case. They don't really know that there are folks out here doing flooring and plumbing and farming and stuff like that that are really doing well and love what they do and stuff. And that's it's cool to it's cool to
no, I love what I do, man. Yeah. I know I never gonna have money like them tech startup guys, you know.
But that's such a small fraction.
Yeah,
you know?
But be honest with you, man, I live good, man.
Good.
Yeah, I don't I really doesn't want for nothing, you know.
Good.
Yeah, I ain't got $1 million in the bank every damn day. But I'm happy, man, you know what I'm saying? And I eat, I live good, you know. I mean, I could afford to have a nice dinner here every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, yeah, we all right.
Good.
Yeah, we all right. You know what I'm saying? We ain't had no problem.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's awesome to hear.
It's good. It's good.
Do you have any plans to pass this business on?
Well, my brother, you know what I'm saying, because I want to go back to Trinidad, you know.
Really?
Yeah, I want to go back to Trinidad. I just bought a piece of land there. So I want to build a house by the beach, you know. And that's what I want to do.
That's the retirement plan?
Yeah. Well, I think it'll be retirement because I ain't really going to retire, you know, because I want to go fishing, you know. Yeah, but I ain't want to go fishing just to catch a fish and throw it back. I don't want to do that shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I want to make a living catching fish, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so where I come from, some of my friends, that's what they do by the beaches over there.
Yeah.
So I want to go.
Because you've been doing this for 20 years. It's just time for the next thing?
Nah, well.
Not right now.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't really tired in this, you know? I still have a love for this.
Yeah.
I love it because I like to see people floors look nice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I take pride in that because it's the only trade I know, you know? And I like it because I think it's the last thing people see, the first thing people see and when they're buying something. And I just like the fact that they see what I do when they're buying something for some millions in Hoboken here, you know? So I like that. You know, who do the floors or C&M floors? Oh, yeah, he's that fucking guy. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks, guys, for listening to this episode of Salt of the Earth. If you want to learn about what episodes are coming out, go to our website at saltpodcast.com and sign up for our newsletter, which we bring to you via MailChimp. For every newsletter sign up that we get, Craig gets a new friend on MySpace.
Yay!